Sweet and sour chicken that can rival any takeout. We're going to be making it together. I'm going to keep the recipe extremely simple and easy to follow along, so let's cook. We're going to start by seasoning our already cleaned chicken breast. I've already cleaned my chicken breast and sliced them into bite-sized pieces. Then I'm going to season with 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, an egg, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm then going to mix that together and allow that to sit to the side and marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes. While that's marinating, I'm going to start working on my dry batter. For my dry batter, I'll be using 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm just going to mix that together, and then we're going to be using that to coat our chicken. Once I have those both prepped, I'm going to go ahead and dip my chicken chunks into my flour. I'm going to roll those around and pat the flour into my chicken. I want to ensure that I have a thick coating and an even coating to ensure that my chicken tenders, or my chicken bites, are extremely crispy once I fry them. Once I have those all dipped, I'm going to lay them on my wire rack. The wire rack is just going to help to shake off the excess amount of flour, and also it's going to help the chicken to be a lot crispier. While my chicken bites were on that rack, I started heating up my oil. I added enough oil just to cover the chicken bites entirely, and then I waited until my oil was extremely hot. Once my oil heated up, I added my chicken bites in, and I fried them for a total of 8 minutes, 4 minutes on each side. Depending on the size of your chicken bites, you may want to fry them a bit longer, or you want to take them out sooner if your bites are smaller. But for my size, 8 minutes was perfect. So I went ahead and just fried them and then removed them from the oil and put them in a container and set them to the side until I was done frying all of them. While I'm frying my chicken, I'm going to be working on making my sweet and sour sauce. So for the sauce and the amount of chicken that I used, for today I'm going to be using 3/4 cup of brown sugar, about 1/2 cup of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. I'm going to mix that together. A lot of people make their sauce differently, but I felt like this is all I needed for mine. Just those 4 ingredients. I'm going to mix that together, and I'm going to set that to the side. Next, we're going to move on to combining everything to make the delicious dish that we're here for. So to start off, we're going to melt about 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. Once we have that melted, we're going to add our vegetables. We're going to be adding our onion, our bell peppers. You can use as much as you'd like. I think I use about 1/2 of an onion and about 1/2 of the red and 1/2 of the yellow bell pepper. I then added a Scotch bonnet pepper, but if you're someone that doesn't like heat, you can skip that step. I like heat, as you can see on my channel. But we're going to add that in. I'm going to saute. I did realize I needed a bit more butter, so I added another tablespoon. So in total, I used 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to allow those vegetables just to saute down for about a few minutes. So I'm going to add the sauce that we created earlier. That cornstarch that's in the sauce is going to thicken it up. So what I'm going to do is add my sauce in, stir it around, and allow that to just simmer down until the sauce is thicker. Once that sauce is thick enough, I'm going to add my chicken bites in. I'm going to stir it around, ensuring that all my pieces of chicken bites are evenly coated. I want them to be nice and saucy, so I'm going to stir it around, and then I'm going to let that simmer on a low heat for about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to check in to ensure that it's to my liking. After about 15 minutes, because I did let it sit for an additional 5 minutes, after 15 minutes, this is what my chicken looks like. Again, this is another recipe that's 10 out of 10, would recommend. Absolutely love it. If you love sweet and sour sauce, or sweet and sour chicken, as much as I do, this is one of the recipes that you want to save and you want to come back to and you want to make it because it's really simple to make and it's absolutely delicious. So until next time, bye.